Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the BTB Show. It's me, it's O. We're here to talk about the NBA lottery. Was it last week, 3 days ago, however long ago? We about to talk about it right now because it has to be talked about. Wizards got number one pick. They finally had something work out for them. The tanking worked, but also for the Pacers, the tanking did not work. Sucks. Sucks to be the Pacers. They have not won the lottery in 50 years. 5-0. They have not won the lottery in 50 years. The NBA hates the Pacers. But my Chicago Bulls, fourth pick, Caleb Wilson, welcome to Chicago. But hey, let's talk about it. Omar, what do you think about the lottery results?
Hey
Let's
man,
do it.
Washington's a big winner in this. I mean, Anthony Davis is clearly a good luck charm for some reason. Every team that trades for him apparently gets the number one pick, so good for them, I guess.
AD could.
Or traded him. Like we forget, like Anthony Davis was traded, and they also got the number one pick, New Orleans, and
Anything
then
that involves Anthony Davis in a trade,
anything,
you're
but
good.
except the Lakers. If you win a championship, it's either win a championship or get the number one pick for Anthony Davis. Because if you win the championship, you're just the Lakers and you move on. And then you get Luka Doncic for some reason. However, let me bring it back to the draft. Man, I think the top four couldn't have been more perfect in my opinion. I did not want Indiana getting a free number one overall pick just because they didn't have Tyrese Halliburton. And honestly, I don't think that was the only reason. I think they only tried against the New York Knicks for some reason. But that's just my debate for another day. I mean, look, I think the Clippers came out, believe it or not, I think the Clippers came out the smartest team in this draft. Because it's like they traded Zubac, somebody who started off really hot because of James Harden, and he hasn't exactly been playing on that same level when he got to Indiana. And then they just got a free
He
number
was
five
also
pick.
injured and on a tanking team. I don't think they were trying to unleash Zubac the way that he would be unleashed with Halliburton. Next year, I still think the Pacers are going to be great. Even if they don't have their pick, they still going to have a good
I
team.
think they got their better center over Miles Turner.
They're going to be
I'll
better than
agree
they
to
were
that.
the year. The East got better, though. I'm not saying they're about to, when they come back next year, like they're just going to run the league. The East got better. That's a fact. That
That
year,
is
last year, the East was a mess. It was
that.
a mess last year.
To the lottery man, AJ DeBonsta. Man, where do we think he's gonna go? I gotta pose this question to this question before I answer it, Jay. What do you think AJ DeBonsta is gonna?
So we talked shortly before the pod. I do think AJ has the most upside. I think he will be the best player in this draft. Um, you just look, you can't pass up on a guy like that. Like what he was doing at BYU was great. I think he was the best player in college last year after Darius Acuff. I do think Darius Acuff was the best player in college basketball last year, but I don't think he's a top five pick, which is crazy to say, just because you just don't usually get the top four like this. Like you get a Cam Boozer who won Naismith Player of the Year, or you get an AJ DeBensta who averaged 20 and whatever as a freshman, Caleb Wilson, Darren Peterson who could be the next Kobe Bryant potentially. Those guys are really good. But with all that being said, AJ is the safest pick for the Wizards, number one pick. But I do want the brother to stay in Utah. You can see the look in his face when the Utah got number two and not number one. He was like, he kept it cool, he kept it professional, but I know deep down he's like, damn, he wants to be the number one pick, but I know he still wants to go to Utah. But if I'm the Wizards, I'm trading the heck out of that pick. Oh, I'm trading the heck out of Anthony Davis. I'm sorry, I'm not trading the pick. I'm trading Anthony Davis. I'm building around the young core. Keep Trae Young as my point guard. I draft maybe Cam Boozer, put him at the 4, and keep Alex Sarr at the 5, and build around that. But man, Darren Peterson, they don't have a scorer over there in Washington. They can go the Darren Peterson route. Trae Young, um, Trae Young, my guy Darren Peterson, Keyshawn George at the 3, AD at the 4, Sarr at the 5. That's nasty. That would be a great starting lineup in the East, at least.
Right.
Like,
I mean, like again, we've talked about this before. I said the same thing. It scares me with with Peterson though, because how healthy is he going to be, and is he going to be the right pick? Like, think about it like this: he could be the next Zach Ricochet. That's not That's not terrible to say because Zach Ricochet was pretty good before he came out and was doing what he was doing. However, then he hit the NBA, went to the Atlanta Hawks, a perfect team for him because Trae Young needed a big like that, and he couldn't succeed. Who says that like Darren Peterson won't be like that? So
Ricochet's a wing. He's not a big.
power
He's 6'7".
forward, wing. Okay, fine. Power forward. I feel like that's okay. It is. It's okay. However, I do like your idea about Cam Boozer, and then you trade Anthony Davis. But what do you get for Anthony Davis? I mean, what do you try to build around Anthony Davis that you don't already have? Because I think they have a lot.
The reason I say trade AD is because AD is older. Like, that team is young. That is why they traded Denny Avdia, because he does not align with the other guys in terms of contract. None of their guys are under contract. They're still under their rookie deals. This is the last year of Keyshawn George's deal. Last year, I think, of Koulibaly. This is the last year for everybody. Imagine if they still had Denny. Like, they probably wouldn't be that's another story for another day. But I don't think Denny trade AD, get more draft capital, get players, get whatever you can for Anthony Davis, because you can get a good big. You could play the best at the 4 maybe. He's 6. They said he's 6'9.5" with no shoes. Like, imagine him he's like 6'10", 6'11" with shoes on, next to Alex Sarr, who's one of the best 10 paint defenders in the league. I know Bam dropped 83 on them, whatever the case may be. Alex Sarr is still a solid defender. He's a pick and pop big, can do it all. Put AJ DeBansto, who's athletic, get to the paint, can get a shot off like Tracy McGrady was 6'9", just shoot over anybody's top. That team, they can do whatever they want at the first pick. The only player that I don't think is worthy of the first pick for the Washington Wizards is Caleb Wilson. And I know there's so much Caleb Wilson hype right now. He's probably going to end up on my team. I would love to have him on the Chicago Bulls. I can't believe people think he's the best player in the draft. AJ DeBesta, Cam Boozer, what's my guy? Darren Peterson, Darius Acuff.
Bag before like Carmelo Anthony, LeBron James, Dwayne Wade. I genuinely can't remember such a mixed bag of great stars like that.
The first 8 in this draft are unbelievable. Kensington Flemings, guy from Illinois. It's too many guys, bro. Michael Brown from Orlando. He's from the city I'm in. Like, bro, there's so many guys in this draft. It's 8 deep. 1 to 8, like you said, how the Clippers lucked out. The Clippers are gonna get a solid player. After all that happened, the scheme last year, trading Zubac in that weird trade, they were 1 pick away. Shout out Indiana. I feel so bad for y'all.
I don't.
If y'all don't know the clause, of course you don't. You're a Knicks fan.
It's not even that, because it's so obvious that they tanked and they literally only tried against New York Knicks. Like, they did not try against any other freaking team against us. So
listen, if y'all don't know the history, if the Indiana Pacers had gotten between the 5th through the 9th pick, or if Indiana got 1 through 4, they keep their pick. They're in the lottery. If the pick was from 5 through 9, their pick goes to the Clippers, and it literally the last spot, it fell to the Clippers at 5th. The look on T.J. McConnell's face, he was like, there's no way that just happened. Just no way. And the Clippers, after having the scandal last year, the weird Harden trade, the weird Zubac trade, whatever's going on with Kawhi, to get Darius Garland, with all that happened, they get blessed with the 5th pick. They can get a nice 2 guard to go next to Darius Garland. I think at number 5 they go Kensington Fleming. But we'll talk about the draft when Earl and Max comes on. This draft is so good. It's so deep. This lottery was great. Shout out to my Bulls getting the 4th pick. Probably gonna have another 4. We're gonna have Montas Buzelis and Caleb Wilson. I don't really like that, but
imagine Montas and like Cam Boozer, because I really feel like Cam could fall that low. And it's not even that he's bad. It's that everybody's getting so much hype and he's barely getting any.
And you just said something very true. I think Cam could fall to the Bulls as well. Carlos Boozer played for the Bulls. He was out his prime by that time, but he played for the Bulls before. But with that being said, say AJ goes 1 or Darren Peterson goes 1. That's the 1-2 right there. I think those guys are the best 2 available. Then say the Caleb Wilson hype just keeps going through the roof. He did not shoot good at the what are they calling this? Pre-draft workouts. He didn't shoot good yesterday, but the athleticism through the roof. They're comparing him to Sean Kemp, Kevin Garnett, the 4s of that kind. Say he goes third because the upside is just there. Bill Simmons said he could be the best. Bill Simmons thinks he's going to be the best player in the next 10 years out this draft. He thinks Caleb Wilson is that good. So say that's the first three and Cam Boozer falls to 4. That's a great big to go with Josh Giddey and Miles.
That is amazing.
That is my dream scenario for the Bulls, is to get Cam Boozer. Like, he's probably not going to be the superstar out those 4, but he's definitely going to be a star. He could be a third-team All-NBA guy, second-team All-Defensive guy. We saw what he did in the biggest games. He dropped off Michigan. The national champions, when they played in the regular season, he killed Michigan. And he had foul trouble. He had 4 fouls, didn't play most of the second half, and still killed when he came back in the game. I saw that whole game. He killed Michigan. He plays big in all the big games. He's a true professional. I think if the Bulls land with him at 4, that's just a dream scenario. But he has such a low floor. Like, he has such a high floor. Like, he has the highest floor, I think, in the draft. He has very low room to be bad. Like, he's going to be good. I think Cam Boozer is weird to say. He has the lowest ceiling, but he has the highest floor. Like, I think he's the least going to be a 15 and 10 guy, even 4 or 5 assists, because his playmaking is unbelievable as a big. Like, he's going to be that good in the draft. He's like a Joakim Noah, but on steroids. Like, Joakim Noah finished 5th in MVP before. Like, Joakim Noah was a good-ass big for the Chicago Bulls. I think Cam Boozer could be something like Joakim Noah, but just even better playmaking, better ball handling, better touch around the rim.
Yeah, I remember Joakim Noah.
Joakim Noah, he did give the Knicks some work every time.
Look,
those are the bad years of the Knicks.
Listen, I love the guy. I like the guy.
He played for the Knicks too. He played for the Knicks.
Yeah, he wasn't good on the Knicks. He wasn't good at all on the Knicks.
Yeah, when Tibbs was just stealing everybody from Chicago, it was a bad look. You guys got the bad version of D Rose.
He wasn't the Knicks coach at that time. It was just
he wasn't even the Knicks coach.
He only became the coach when Randall was there.
No, he did coach D Rose. Tibbs.
Yeah, he coached D Rose.
Yeah, 1,000% coached D Rose.
But he coached Ntilikina, D Rose. I think it was the year prior to Randall. It must have been the year prior to Randall. But man, what a time. We almost got Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and Zion Williamson that year. But hey,
and then Kyrie
NBA God said, nope, Julius Randle, and here's this little 6-foot dude named Jalen Brunson.
But can we talk real quick? Bro, the Hawks getting 8. I think that is low-key slept on. The Hawks, I know they flamed out in the first round. They only team that beat the Knicks twice so far in the playoffs.
They didn't need a win. They didn't need a win at all.
The Hawks getting 8th. The 8th pick is going to be solid. Like, named 9 to 10 guys who could fall there. Say they get Darius Acuff, Kensington Fleming, Michael Brown Jr. That's all they need is a guard. Jalen Johnson's obviously not a 1A. He's definitely a number 2 option. CJ McCollum is going to get another year older. They still have Dyson Daniels. They can make a Jaylen Brown trade. The Hawks, they're
Jaylen Brown trade for them.
From Atlanta.
Really like a Jaylen Brown.
They low-key are top 5 winners in the draft just because they got the 8th pick, bro. They cooked. They got, if y'all don't know, they got the Hornets or the Pelicans pick from last year in that Derek Queen trade. So, hey, I love what the Hawks did getting number 8. They can get a player. They could trade it. They could use that pick to get Jaylen Brown. They could package up whatever.
Something is telling me Milwaukee is going to get desperate and trade their number 10 and Jaylen Brown for Giannis. Or, no, wait, did I say that wrong? I said that completely fucking wrong.
Because the trade their number 10 and Giannis for Jaylen Brown.
Something like that where they get a massive haul of picks in return.
I would not trade Giannis for Jaylen Brown. I have this
My thing is, I think they want to trade up, so they gotta find somebody to take. They gotta find somebody to take that pick so they can trade up. So I don't think they'll. I don't know. Maybe I said that in my head. It sounded better in my head. One of those things. But, there's another kid in this draft, Koa Pete. I've been impressed with him, but.
That's another player, bro. It's too many guys, bro. It's literally too many guys. Like, this draft, last year's draft was great. This year's draft is even better, bro. Like, this year's draft, this is going to be the best draft in a while.
It's crazy to think that, like, this year's draft is even better than. This is crazy, bro.
Yeah, we're up here. We're up to like 15 minutes. I appreciate y'all tapping in with me and O for our little edition of the NBA Draft Lottery recap. Hopefully we get to talk about it again. after the draft, or even before the draft comes on again. Me and all the guys talk about it. But thank you for listening to another episode of the BTB Show. Peace.
Signing off. Peace out, boys.